Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be sort of a loaded topic video. Check out this beautiful cloud here from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Quite mesmerizing, quite amazing. This person decided to start recording this. Actually, it looks like several people decided to record it over this overpass, and it goes all the way around, and it goes to show that many individuals are witnessing these very unusual cloud formations. It's not like you're looking at a wall cloud, or a shelf cloud, or a funnel cloud, or, you've got cumulus clouds, or cumulonimbus clouds, or, oh, okay, here's a stratus cloud. No, this is literally a very unusual cloud formation. I've got some that I want to share that I captured that actually look very similar, but it's pretty amazing. I captured that in it was 12 or 15. I'm having a hard time remembering the year. I'll have to look back. I'll have to go through some of my pictures and I'll show you sometime, but this is pretty amazing. It's not like, you're looking at some anti-crepuscular clouds, or, oh, here's some cumulus clouds. No, this right here is an entire wall of a cloud that covers the entire area, so quite amazing. Quite something. Let me go ahead and turn the volume off. I want to go ahead, of course, the bill's ready. What else is new? Hold on. Shouldn't even be charging bills during this crazy time. April 28, 2020, 8 p.m. This is the actual footage. And yes, it seems like the sun is setting way late. Check out Comet Swan. It's now visible. It's now visible to the naked eye. You can now see it. And you can... By the way, one bag of my... Yeah, if you know from previous videos that I've done, previous podcasts, whatever you want to call them, that I have done, my crystals disappeared, they vanished, and I deal with these vanishing objects quite often, and they actually, part of them reappeared. So maybe I'll make a video showing the ones that reappeared. They're very precious to me. Some of them didn't reappear, some of them are still gone. So there are several that have disappeared, still not back. But this right here, there's an old saying that sticks with me, and it's the fact that we're made of star stuff. The very thing, it's been in my mind since I was a child. We are made of the exact same thing that the universe is made of, and the universe is made of the same components we are. We're made of star stuff. That's bottom line. That's fascinating. Another thing that, since I was a child, I had deep knowledge that I should not have had. Knowledge that was bestowed upon me from beyond human consciousness. Beyond, even as I'm saying this, I get a feeling beyond what I could even begin to fathom to you. What I'm doing now is one part of my journey. Sharing what is happening in the world around us and giving some of my insight at the same time. Sharing what's happening in existence at the same time as sharing the strange things, while also being a part of this journey and also sharing my part of the journey with you all. It's emotional, it's beautiful, it's amazing, and it has its ups and downs, but I'm very glad I'm able to do so. And I thank for the subscribers, the viewers, and I assure you that everything that I share is true. If I were lying to have a channel, it wouldn't even be worth having a channel. That would be so hypocritical, it'd be ridiculous. I'll just say that. Some people were saying, man, I thought you were just making things up there when I was talking about certain email things. No, I was telling the truth. And I'm always telling the truth. If I say something, it's true. But I'm part of something. I'm so glad to be part of something that is so much more exponential than I can ever explain. and I've known since I was a child. But check out this comet that'll soon be visible for everyone to see. Comet Atlas kind of dissipated. Everyone was watching that, keeping their eyes on it, but it kind of dissipated. So that won't be as big of a show as we expected. It kind of just fizzled. It was supposed to be like the comet of the century, and then it just kind of, bloop, kind of fizzled. But that happens. Paranormal activity has taken off. Supernatural activity, interdimensional activity has taken off. Daddy was listening to Coast to Coast Radio a little while ago in his in the truck. Well, it's not his truck; it's the truck for the company. Wish he owned his own truck. That would be awesome. But he wanted to. I think. I don't know if he's going to or not, but maybe. Here's dreaming. But you never know. Maybe, maybe not. But hopefully someday great things will be. But the radio show was talking about. You never know, by the way. Just keep your hopes up for everything. But the radio show was talking about this individual. They called in and talked about seeing this UFO, this craft, that had a door. And it looked like a fence around it. And it was just this luminescent light glowing. It reminded me of what my granny told me when I was little. She said some of these crafts, they're a creation of God. They're an extension. They're a creation. Some of these crafts or UFOs are a creation of God. That's what Granny would say. And are living. And that they have doors that open up and everything else. And that's exactly what this person witnessed. And he said he went for his camera, his phone, raised it up, and the moment he reached for that camera, that craft took off at the speed of light. That was the story on the radio. On the Coast to Coast Radio show. And then he said it went out of reach. He couldn't hear it anymore. But when I share something, I have felt since I was a child that I'm part of something that's just so... there's something that I'm doing that I'm supposed to share what I experience, and it connects with you all, and I suppose this is part of the journey. I might feel horrible in a few minutes from now. I have no idea. It changes from moment to moment. But these spiritual symptoms that we experience, there's something greater going on than we could ever fathom. I started getting a tingling in my head earlier. Just a tingling, a tickling, a tingling. Like someone was just tickling my brain. It was weird. And then you get that flicking in the ear. People say that's an angel flicking. Have you ever gotten that? We've all gotten that. Both my parents and myself have all gotten that flicking in the ear. And there's been movements of paranormal activity, supernatural activity. Those things are back outside going on. Went to bring the phone earlier and they weren't there this time. When you have a device to record, they never are most of the time. But yeah, lots of things people are witnessing right now as the veil is thinning, which seems to be very thin right now. I heard the rumbling earlier, and then it felt like waves of energy into the brain. You could feel it hitting your ears, and then the ears popped, and then you could hear it under the ground and above you and around you. Right after that wave of energy started happening, went through, I started feeling shaky. I felt shaky and dizzy and just horrible. Lord forbid, it felt like diabetic type of attack, but I don't even want to think about that. That's what it felt like. I've gotten those before, but I've also had sugar level tested, and I didn't have high nor low sugar level when that happened to me. So it wasn't that then. So maybe it wasn't that now. Especially given the fact that I heard the rumbling go on there just right before it happened. Maybe it was something correlated between the two. So that's what happened tonight. So many different things happening in the world around us, and so many different things happening with me, and I'm proud to be a part of this journey to share with you all in the awakening process. We're all sinners. We're all making our way through this life. And another thing someone pointed out, we remember the way, the truth, and the life, or the way, the truth, and the light. And that's what many of us remember. I have a dual memory on it. And then you have people that say maybe it was translated both ways. I can't find it the other way. So what do you remember? The way, the truth, and the light, or the way, the truth, and the life? Because it's now written as life, and many of us remember light. I think my parents remember light, and I remember light, but yet I also remember life. And I wondered for a long time, but never made a video on it. So, speaking of light, there's a lot of beautiful random meteors happening as well. Obviously not the light of the Lord, like as powerful as the light of the Lord, but still beautiful and interesting. And speaking of the many strange things happening, thousands of these seabirds washed up dead on shore in Scotland. And adding to the mystery, deepening of these birds dying around this world. And 51 new elongated skulls found in ancient Hungarian cemeteries. So that is something very interesting. Giant bones and a giant elongated skulls. This out of Acapulco, Mexico. They're trying to get the fish back in the ocean, and some people capturing them for food. But thousands, hundreds of thousands of fish washed up alive on the beach in Acapulco yesterday. Actually, that was 15 hours ago. This is sad. Thousands of decomposing bodies have been found in parked U-Haul trucks in front of Brooklyn funeral homes. That's just, they found all of these decomposing bodies from what's going on. They found earth wobbles before big earthquakes. That's probably pretty obvious information. An ironic, funny video going on. I'm going to get in the video right here. Got to end the video here. Much love. Peace, everyone. I will talk as soon as possible. Thank you, and signing out.